On Thursday, May 2nd, Blythewood High School had their 2013-2014 year officers elections. Students were able to run for their grades president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, and juniors were able to run for overall student body officers. Each student running for office were able to campaign, such as hang up signs, create stickers, buttons, and some were even able to create t-shirts that many students wore around during the school day. Junior Josh Keegan says that in his opinion, the campaign strategy of using stickers worked the best and helped him decide who he was going to vote for. Whereas junior Alex Fibber said that word of mouth and knowing the person helped him decide who he was going to vote for.
Just word of mouth, the posters and stickers, just knowing the person.
The voting took place in Blythewood's student activity room where students were able to vote during their free time. Voting was set up with voting booths such as ones used during real elections. Senior Will Bonneville talks about why it is important for students to experience voting this way.
It's really nice because it gives them, a lot of these people are 17 and under, gives them good practice so they'll be able to do it when they start voting for higher ranking elections.
Student Activities Director Fletcher Spigner also explains how the school went about getting real voting machines and why it is important for students to partake in voting as if it were a real state election.
The county provides for schools that want it any amount of voting machines. Usually it's 4 is the standard number. And Ridgeview has been doing it for years, and Westwood's doing it this year as well, so we sort of picked up. And they're really good about providing us with the actual voting machines, the actual cards that go into them. They program our kids' names in them, so it's really easy. And it's really great. We think it's important for kids to know the issues and be involved in the voting process. So one of the other things that happened is earlier today there was actually a voter registration booth here with someone from the county was here. So kids who, we don't allow our seniors to vote because they won't be here next year, but they could register to vote while the underclassmen are voting. And it's the same ballot style, so for people like you and me who go to the ballots, I'm telling the kids here, it's just like when you vote, but they've never voted, so when they go to vote for the first time, they'll at least feel familiar with it and feel like it's an easy process. So
a voter's registration booth was also set up outside the voting areas, so seniors were able to register to vote for state elections. Events like this are another example of how Richland 2 is preparing our students for life after high school.